A couple of weeks ago, we were hit with a surprise announcement by Ubisoft relating to a string of upcoming games that have been delayed. If you haven't heard the news yet, Watch Dogs Legion, Gods and Monsters and Rainbow Six Quarantine have all been delayed until 2020-2021, meaning all three games could be releasing sometime between April 2020 and March 2021. This comes after Ubisoft revealed in a press release on October 24, 2019 that Ghost Recon Breakpoint and The Division 2 to a lesser extent didn't perform as expected. The company described the sales of Ghost Recon Breakpoint during the game's first week very disappointing. Both games performed so badly, Ubisoft had to update their financial targets for 2019-2020 and revealed that they would be increasing the development time for Gods and Monsters, Watch Dogs Legion and Rainbow Six Quarantine, who are all going to be cross-gen games now, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure a lot of people are aware of what happened to Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and in case you've missed it somehow, basically the game faced heavy backlash due to its large list of microtransactions. A simple Google search will reveal just how bad it was, so I don't think I need to discuss it. With that said, I do not know if this is the reason why the game performed badly, but I certainly think it played a role. In their press release, Ubisoft revealed that the reason for Breakpoint's failure was because of the following reasons. First, it is harder to generate interest for a sequel to a live multiplayer game when prior iterations benefited from years of optimization. Consequently, we need to make sure there is more time between each iteration of live games. Second, our strategy of introducing gameplay innovations in our games has had a very positive impact on our brands. However, to win over players, these innovations need to be perfectly implemented in order to offer an optimal experience. This has not yet been sufficiently the case with Ghost Recon Breakpoint. While the change of formula has been very well received by some players, with an average daily playtime per player over 3 hours, it has also been strongly rejected by a significant portion of the community. Finally, Ghost Recon Breakpoint did not come in with enough differentiation factors, which prevented the game's intrinsic qualities from standing out. The company further mentions, "We are tackling these issues head on and are already implementing significant changes to our production processes. We are confident in our capacity to adapt and evolve, as we have done successfully many times in the past." It's evident from these statements that Ubisoft is taking the failure of Breakpoint seriously. They are already working on improving other titles that are in development to ensure that none of them face the same issues. So much so that there are even rumors circulating that suggest the company has changed its approval process and is expecting super unique pitches from their developers. Games must apparently have a unique aspect to it before being approved. If you want to read up on this rumor, I've included a link to it in the description below. One thing to take away from these rumors and the press release is the following. Because of Ghost Recon Breakpoint's failure, one can clearly tell that Ubisoft realized that they messed up, but most importantly that this realization will have a positive impact. Thanks to Breakpoint's failure, it caused the company to rethink their strategy, the way they approach and approve their games, but also their mentality. I think Ubisoft is desperate not to repeat what happened with Assassin's Creed Unity a few years ago, as it really hurt their brand. When Breakpoint released and faced so much backlash, I think it reminded the company of 2014, and perhaps this is why they decided to delay 3 of their upcoming games, to ensure that those titles get more development time, but also to ensure that they are of the appropriate quality. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, what does this have to do with Far Cry 6 and the next Assassin's Creed? Well, this is important because this new mentality will translate to all the other games currently in development. Surely Far Cry 6 and Assassin's Creed 2020 is in development by now, and I think these 2 games will be benefiting the most from this new mentality. And as a result, we can expect to see some significant changes in quality from these 2 mega franchises. I think Ubisoft is going to up their game in an attempt to try and regain the trust that they've lost from fans with the mishap of Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I believe we will see something new and unique from Far Cry 6 and Assassin's Creed 2020, and I have to thank Ghost Recon Breakpoint for that. I think that game's failure is about to result in something good.